Okay. I think we're connected. Audio looks good. Okay. Chat looks good. Messages are going through. I suppose I can turn the death counter back on, even though it's not entirely accurate anymore. And not sure where to put that. That's good. Okay. Let me check my list of invaders. Okay, so I've gotten Depths, Blight Town, Tomb of the Giants, Painted World, and Demon Ruins. I don't think I found one in... I don't think I found one in Undeadburg. Actually, now that I think about it... I mean, I get... Assuming there's only one invader per area, that would have been... Miranda. Good morning exists. And yes, I am still soulsing. I am getting to the last dredges of the game, it feels like. That's a big-ass health bar. Yeah. I have 57 vitality. There was a period of time where I was just putting all my excess into that. But yeah, I think I'm getting to the last dredges of content. But when you get to the last dredges of content, that's the most well-hidden stuff. So it takes the longest, even though it's the smallest density of stuff. Currently, I have recently, with some assistance, figured out how the invaders work. And so right now I'm going around trying to find them. And, well, assuming they all work the same, I have found the Depths, Blight Town, Tomb of the Giants, Painted World, and Demon Ruins. I am also just on the side collecting every single dragon scale I can get my hands on, because I need 80 of them in order to max out the Dragon Covenant, which that's going to take a while. Dark Souls have any Easter eggs in it? Ooh, probably? I don't recall off the top of my head. Yeah, like outside references and stuff, I get that. Like, there is definitely some comedic stuff. Like, there's some item descriptions and stuff, and just NPC interactions that are more for the humorous impact. Although, just straight up references... Off the top of my head, I'm not for sure. Like, there's probably at least one reference to Demon Souls, but that's just referencing its own franchise. I guess if you count it, the Bone Wheel enemy is, like, I've heard it's a reference to, like, a particularly brutal execution method. How was shield percent? Shield percent was very interesting because early game was quite tough, but then once you get the strength to use the bone wheel, it turns into an absolute joke. Like, especially leveled up, the bone wheel is just an absolute monster. Like, it unironically feels like something that was added as like a partial joke, but then it turns out to be insanely viable. Because, like, once you get it to, like, +5 lightning, it's base 400 damage. But it also has the multi-hit attack. So, like, even if each attack only does, like half damage, that's still base 600. If you land all three. And I don't think it only does half. It probably does, like, 3/4 or something. In which case, it would be base 900. Like, really the only downside to the bone wheel is it has a pretty big wind-up time to actually start the attack, and then it also has pitiful range. I think if I were to go back and do shield percent again to, like, properly record it and stuff, I think I would do exclusively the shield type, so no small shields and no great shields, just because the bone wheel shield is too powerful. Like, it's just way too strong. Okay. I guess I can do another sweep of Undead Berg. Do you have any potential strats for that possible strike shield percent? Because I don't see, other than what I saw outside of Bone Wheel, becoming relatively decent. Yeah, I recently got, from the Invader in Tomb of the Giants, I got the Sanctus shield, which would be very useful for like longer walking periods if I ever need to just heal and I don't have healing. Because the Sanctus Shield, it regenerates 2 health every like 2.5 seconds, as long as you have it equipped. Outside of the Bone Wheel Shield, like, if you don't use the Bone Wheel Shield, you definitely want for the Spiked Shield from Kirk. Because the Spiked Shield is, like, actually intended to be a weapon. So it's more viable than the other things. I think someone mentioned at, max level, it's, like, base 200 something? Although they said at plus 15 it was like that. But in my experience, shields don't go beyond plus 10. Right now, I'm kind of just throwing myself into every single corner. Because if there is an invader around here, I don't know where they spawn. But yeah, you definitely want to get the Spiked Shield. That's for sure. Intended to be powerful, and also just... it also has bleed, I believe. I don't think there's a way to get up here. Oh right, that bucket doesn't have collision. One strat that I did find early on for shield percent, because there's really no downside to two-handing your weapon. Because normally when you two-hand your weapon, you don't get access to your offhand shield. But if your primary weapon is a shield, then it's just dealing extra damage while still getting the full block. Although, I think one downside of the barbed shield is, unless I'm misremembering, I don't think it has 100% physical. So if you're two-handing that when you're blocking, you're going to have less defense, slightly.
Thank you.
Oh, really? You're gonna make that into a slope? What's the plan after Dark Souls is done? Haven't really been keeping up. Oh, no, that's fine. The current plan... Pull that up to double check my own brain. The current plan after Dark Souls, I'm gonna do a little bit of Talos Principle 2 cleanup, and then I'm going to attempt to do a full, proper minimum interaction run. I need to get back with the Talos community to see what their routing ended up being. Then I'm going to do the next game vote. I'm going to play a couple games while the vote is going, and then we're going to play the game vote. I do want to do a no soul use run of Dark Souls, but I might wait a little bit on that. Like after I beat it. Just give Dark Souls like a little bit of a break and then come back and do that later. Although, I'm not entirely for sure how much longer this is going to take. Because we are in, like, the last stretch. Achievements. I have 6 achievements left. 7 if you count the achievement for getting all achievements. Ultra Kill got its revamp recently. Oh, I checked that out. There was a day where Dark Souls just was absolutely shitting the bed and would not load properly, so I played that for a little bit. I finished Encore 1 and got to the last room of Encore 2. Or I guess E0 and E1, rather. Yeah, the visual update is really nice. Revisit the prelude to Act 2? I was under the impression the only changes was visual, and then the 2 extra levels. Right now I'm kind of just looking around everywhere I can, just in case I see something of note. Layers 0 to 7 revamp is mostly visual, but there were a couple bigger reworks. Okay. Yeah, to be honest, I'm not sure, like, I'm gonna, like, fully finish Ultra Kill. It's starting to feel like my particular style of play really only wins through brute force and luck. Which, I don't want to win just through smashing my face against the wall over and over until I happen to get lucky. That's not super satisfying. But it's also like fast. I'm starting to think that maybe fast-paced shooters specifically just aren't really my thing. Because, like, I can't tell what's going on half the time. But it could also be that I'm just bad at the game. Most of the level geometry, but bigger ones are neat. That's cool. You could revisit on lower difficulty is true. I could do that. But I mean, I'm already on standard, which I really shouldn't be. I should, like, I prefer to play games on the hardest difficulty. But I mean, that's just not going to happen with that particular game. Like, unless I want to dedicate an unreasonable amount of time to it. Says the guy on his 53rd day of Dark Souls. Only barely rank prelude on Brutal after a few hours. Yeah. I do like the way they do changes in Brutal. It's not just like damage modifiers. They actually like change speed and like how the enemies fight and stuff. Like giving new attacks and whatnot. Oh, come on. Give me an invader. Some mixed feelings on Radiant buffs and the Encores, though. Kind of teetering between, is this fair and reasonable, and this is bullshit the hell. Yeah. For the swordsman in specific, I think it's fine. It's really just, like, faster, presumably more damage. I really like that when you stun them, they get up faster. I think that's a cool change. Okay. Alright, this lunge attack is not the best idea on single target enemies. The Encore Radiant specifically says only speed and health are buffed. Unlike Cybergrind, which also buffed damage. Yeah, it says only speed and health are buffed, but it also doesn't mention that the stagger ends, like, within 2 seconds. So, it could have just missed something. Alternatively, maybe they also just don't want to type in every single change for the in-level pop-up. Yeah, I think I only ever got to, like, level 13 on Cybergrind. Although that's possibly due to my refusal to use anything else other than the chainsaw. The vast majority of the time. Thematically, though, I feel like the Encores are pretty neat. Reminds me a little bit of Celeste B-Sides with the whole remix concept. Yeah. Initially, I was... Okay, those windows are funny. You can see the, like, mountain terrain through them. There's no building on the inside of those. I like them. I was initially thinking, like, damn, someone's gonna get through the prologue and they're going to get their ass absolutely handed to them by this. But then I realized it's an encore. It's supposed to be post-game content. It's post-game difficulty. It's a victory lap is what it is. So yeah, I really like the naming scheme. I think that's really cool. Although I am a huge fan of the B-side formula. Like, not even just Celeste, but just whenever it's like a revisit, but it's just a harder version of the same area. Planned Encore to be in between in-game campaign and prime difficulty? Yeah, I think... I think it might be a little bit beyond prime difficulty. Although that could also just be specifically the last room in E1. That one just particularly counters my playstyle. Yeah, it really feels like there's, no invader in Undeadburg. Unless it's, like, well hidden. Like, it's, like, there's a secret wall I haven't found or something. Or maybe there's just a door that was open that I just did not see. Like an entire ass house that I just overlooked. Like, this tower in particular feels like, the prime spot to put it. If you played like, Cybergrind with all range and stuff, it's what shows up in Encore, and even P2 isn't just spawn random enemies and apply radiance. It caters to a certain type of player. Yeah, I haven't played those levels in a while. Although, like, I don't know, I think it's more... It was really difficult for me, because, like, my playstyle caters better to, like, a 1v1 scenario. But then again, the Flesh Cube, I did have to change my strategy up. Oh, right, fine. Take this shit off, just in case the stealth rings make it so that stuff doesn't spawn. I hope the Layer 8/Act 3 update will be cool after all is over now. Well, I mean, the game is still in early access. They can change things about the Encore levels if they want. If they want to balance it to be slightly easier. Oh, that's just the roof of the building. They already nerfed the radiance buff factors in the first patch on the higher difficulties. They'll definitely balance it more later. Yeah. From what somebody told me, apparently the, one of the Cerberus fights was so difficult that it was actually, like, infeasible to beat it on Brutal, even if you are skilled enough. Just because the player's stamina runs out too fast. Oh, that's an interesting shortcut. Oh yeah, no, that's definitely faster. If you can get past the Black Knight... Oh yeah, no, that's definitely faster. To just jump down to that platform. I don't think you can just jump down to Lower Undeadburg, unfortunately. Although I feel like it should let you do that. Because it's not like it's a soft lock. You can still die and there's no bonfires. But then you can also just make your way all the way through. Get to the get to the fucking depths entrance. And then you just open up the tunnel in the tunnel to get to Firelink. Estimated level 8 radiance? Damn. That's a bit much. Okay, yeah, it definitely feels like there's no invader here. I mean, unless it was the stealth ring fucking me over. Or I just didn't hit the trigger. Which is odd, because personally, I would have put an invader in every single area. Pretty sure that isn't solid. Yeah, no. Hitting a bunch of walls, it seems. Good morning, Kalanshan. Right now, I am in, like... I think I'm in, like, post-game. But I think I'm in, like, deep end-game for Dark Souls. So, if you're concerned about spoilers for that, that is something to be aware of. Right now, I am looking for NPC invaders. And the hitting random walls is just because there's sometimes false walls that when you break them, they reveal a tunnel or something. Typically watch a lot of Dark Souls first playthroughs, but I haven't really tuned in for this one that much. Yeah, I'm currently on, well, as you can see in the title, day 53. Fuck off, prompt. But the two mining guys, one digging really enthusiastically, and the other gave up just before hitting diamonds. Yeah, yeah. I'm definitely, feeling that meme, that's for sure. Literally every time I tuned in, you're in the middle of, like, 15 minutes of menuing around. Oh, that's unfortunate. Okay, don't need that. Oh, don't parry me. That's rude. See? That's what happens when you parry me. You get thrown off a cliff. But yeah, right now I recently, with some assistance, figured out how the invaders work. So I'm trying to, find those. I don't think there's going to be one in Firelink because there's no area boss in Firelink. But I could see them putting a, like, just some extra secret path that I haven't found. Because I haven't thoroughly explored the graveyard. Wonder if there's something to see from this point specifically, because this is where you get the binoculars. I guess it's just like to give you a view. Oh. Alternate... Oh, I guess it's just alternate tunnel, alternate pathway. Although it could just be that there's just a random singular grave somewhere that just has an interact prompt on it. And then you press it and it opens up a tunnel. Turns out the grave was a button the entire time. Rip. I feel like that shouldn't have started being slippery just yet. Are you fucking kidding me? Excuse me? Oh, did I seriously not rest at any of the bonfires? How did the... Okay, I would have gone up. You know, I only have the one entrance into... Undeadburg. When I was leaving Undeadburg, the, enemies were respawned. But I would have killed at least some of them on the way in. Very interesting. Okay, note to self. I guess just explicitly rest at the bonfire. I also ran around the forest, and I didn't find an invader there either. Which is very odd. You've gotten through the forest and hit every tree. No. No, I haven't smacked every tree, but thank you for putting that possibility into my brain. I really appreciate it. I've killed the 2 living trees. Although, something that would be really funny is if there was an exclusive something you could do with the trees by breaking them down using the woodcutter's axe item. I'm actually really surprised that so far there has not been... The game hasn't given me a ring that makes it easier to detect hidden walls. Like, that feels like something that would be, like, just an obvious thing to include. Like, maybe not make it, like, completely free to find them, but, like, maybe make it, like, slightly transparent by default. If you have the ring equipped, it's slightly transparent. Okay, I'm gonna go down through the catacombs and see if there's an invader there. I did find an invader in Tomb of Giants, down by the entrance to the Piss Gate. Although Catacombs is distinctly a separate area with its own area boss. Okay, respawning, right? I can just run past everybody until you take out the Necromancer. Although the Necromancer's clothing is also... an outfit that I do not have. add that to my notes. Oh, if they wanted to be an absolute ass, they could put the invader down with the bone wheels. Okay. I'm just gonna pull up my save folder. Main backup, and then temporary backup. I don't really know how the invader works. What indication do you have of where they could be, or if there's any left? I currently do not have any indication of how many there are. But currently, to my understanding, an invader can spawn if three conditions are met. One, you are currently human, as you can tell from not being hollow, and also your humanity counter is glowing. I don't actually need one humanity up here, I just need to be human itself. Two, the area boss has not been defeated just yet. And then three, you just have to go to where the invader spawns. So far, there is no indication of where an invader spawns, or like how many there are total. I have currently, if I pull up my notes here, I have currently found 5 of them. 2 of which being Kirk. And then King Randall specifically, all of these, except for Mildred maybe, no wait, no, even Mildred, all of these drop their weapons when they die. They have like they have a decent chance to drop their weapons. King Randall, I actually found his armor after I killed him, just lying somewhere. So I need to find Kirk's armor. And then I also need to go back down to Tomb of the Giants to try and find Leroy's armor. I don't think Mildred had any armor. I mean, they had a mask, but you get that from a different enemy. But yeah, I found 5 locations. 2 of them were the same guy. But yeah, when they spawn, it's kind of just you walk into the area where they are, and then they just appear. Like, I imagine that there's an achievement for finding all of the invaders, so that will probably be a good indicator that you have gotten them all. But so far, there is no indication of how many are left. Okay, no, I need to run. Because these guys respawn, so I just ignore all of them. Grab this. Okay. And I was prioritizing killing that bot. Well, specific skeletons. There's a few of that enemy scattered about. And each of them have control over certain skeletons. Right. Or they can just jump off a cliff themselves. That makes my job easier. Nah, not today, Patches. Interesting. Okay. Very interesting. Okay, so that's to arrows. Okay, so catacombs doesn't react to arrows. Very interesting. Some of them do react to arrows and some of them don't. Do I seriously not have the Dark Hand equipped? I'm a dumbass. Okay.
Curses! What's wrong with you?
Well, if that's what it has to be.
Why, you... Curses! How in the... What did I do? What?
Okay, well, I guess I can... This is the first time that I have killed him at this location. I can test to see if that affects the Way of the White quest line. Because I have killed Patches down in the Tomb of Giants, but the Way of the White quest line still somehow got killed by him, which feels like an oversight to me.
Would it... Oh. Well, do not hesitate. If that'll be all...
I gotta get ready for some audio pain. Keep that one, keep that one. Put that away. Smells element. Okay, so all utility. Give me the dark. this excess stuff. Okay, that all looks correct. Actually, put that in there. Ooh, I still need to get the copper coin. I'm dead. I got very lucky. I feel like that should not have hit me. Okay, it looks like only one of them are aggroed. Free bone wheel. Okay, that should be all of them. All the bone wheels, anyway. Oh. I need to go lasagna oven. Okay, I am back. Actually, I'm gonna put on a hoodie. It's getting a little bit chilly. Okay, I'm gonna run down this hallway just to see if anything spawns in it. Okay, no. Actually, now would be a very good time to back up my save file. I could see them putting the invader in this room. Just to be really mean. Okay, come on. Oh, fuck you. Okay. Actually, that is a good reminder. I should have this equipped instead. Neat. Oh, that's interesting. I killed the skeletons before he died, so they did not give me any money. But then I killed him before they respawned, so they don't respawn. So I don't get the money from them anyway. Also, I think I recall someone saying that that skull lantern is a 1% drop, so that's pretty cool. Not that I need it. They have the glowing helmet of destiny. I still find it very odd that this isn't a secret wall. That's like the perfect spot to put a secret wall. Because it's like, oh, you got these 5 slots, but one of them doesn't have the coffin. I also find it very odd that you can't go down that tunnel. But I suppose that's what happens when you don't have a crouch button. Yo, I should add a crouch button to my game mechanic ideas. You love a good crouch button. Oh, I got my... I was trying to be cheeky. I wanted to roll out of the way in time. I wonder if some of the invaders are exclusively post-Lord Vessel. So, like, you have to actually be careful about your routing. So it might be better to try and get there by killing the fewest number of bosses possible. Which I believe that would be K-Log for Lower Bell. Using Master Key, you can get directly to the gargoyles for the Upper Bell. And then you technically don't have to kill the Iron Golem. Through like some glitches from what I hear, but that's definitely not intended. So, K-Log, Gargoyles, Iron Golem, Ornstein and Smith. So like 4 bosses minimum. They're like intended things. Damn, this guy has a lot of health. Yeah, it might be better to go for the strong attacks on this guy. What the fuck was that? Excuse me? What the fuck was that attack? Okay, so first frame of damage, you can't really see anything. Then immediately a second frame, and then immediately a third frame. But I'm behind him. Okay. There we go. Oh. Oh, fuck, shit. That was absolutely misinput. So sorry. Fuck. I did not mean to time you out. Hold on, Sean. That was absolutely a misclick. Why the fuck did it delete all the messages? Twitch, why do you do that? If I time someone out, I don't want you to delete their messages. Fuck, sorry about that. I don't even know how that happened. Like my entire computer was freezing, but I thought I was clicking on the game. The timeout button is like terribly small, so that was like a incredibly unlucky hole-in-one. Okay, looks like they might not have been in the chat at the time. So maybe it didn't impact them. Also, YouTube, what the fuck are you talking about not receiving enough video? Was it because I had like 2 seconds of external lag? Okay, well, I'm not dealing with the bone wheels again. I'm just gonna reload to when I killed them, to after I killed them. I'll deal with all the other stuff over dealing with the bone wheel. Right, right, right. I forgot these guys have infinite air mobility. Bro, I am behind the guy. Give me the backstab. Thank you. Oh, I don't get the torch, the lantern this time. Okay, YouTube, are you still throwing a fit? Yeah, I don't know why you're throwing a fit. Yep, nope, video looks good to me. I'm gonna add that coffin slot to my points of interest notes. Oh, I guess this is kind of a similar situation. There's another slot here without a proper coffin. I guess maybe it's not as unique as I initially thought. What the, like, actually, what the fuck? That is, okay, that is a horribly designed Like, you should not be getting hit 3 times, frame after frame, from one attack. That's actually bullshit. Okay. Reload time. Actually, hang on. Idea. Is this sufficient? Nope. Oh, fuck off. Right, I forgot. But there's nothing over there. No, I don't have the time for that unless I can get into a position to where they cannot hit me or follow me. Damn, is this guy immune to poison or something? I want to get the poison off and then start using my stronger arrows. Okay, this guy is either fully immune or just has insane resistance. Maybe they take more damage from fire? Yeah. Okay, well. Give me the Hawk Ring. am I missing you? Oh, I'm hitting the floor. I need to buy a lot of moonlight arrows. This thing does more damage than moonlight, I think. Please give me your catch hole. Oh, interesting. The transparency effect takes priority over the item effect. Oh. I want your catch pole. Huh? Wait, hello? Yo, I found a new thing! Yo, true, I guess all the other ones are either fully in, or they already have an occupant. Let's fucking go! Let's fucking go! Time to die. Oh no, I'll sit here. I'll sit here for a whole goddamn minute. Uptime is at 35:45. Okay, I will get out because I want to go grab my lasagna. Okay. Back up my save after that guy is dead. Okay. Okay. 37:20-ish. Good morning, whoa. I have found a wonderful place to take a nap. Although, slight unfortunate joining spot because I am going to lay here for the next 5 to 10 minutes. If nothing happens. Oh, there we go. Yeah, 30 seconds. Looking up at the ceiling. Are we gonna get grabbed? Please just be a you died prompt. I mean, I want to make progress, but that would be the funniest shit ever. Wait, yo? That's the Nito arena. Sarcophagus skeleton's got your ass. Yeah. Oh. Oh. Okay. A little bit of a preview. What is that? Pray to the sarcophagus grave lord? Yo? Okay, first things first. Also, one, I like that it doesn't call it Nito. It keeps that hidden. I do like that. Slightly hinting at the Nito correlation by saying neat in a previous message. My spoilers are either incredibly direct to the point, they must be jokes, or they're this obscure shit. The neat was less obscure because it was the first word in the sentence. If you were like, that is a neat coffin, but neat was still capitalized, that could have been a better... I mean, I guess if you're trying to give the information, it would be better. Okay. I was curious if this would be a way to preemptively kill Nito, if you could aggro him. Discover Gravelord Servant Covenant. Skipping tune, please. Gravelord Sword. Miracle Gravelord Sword Dance. Yo! We got new things! We got new things! Time to update the notes as I sings. Okay. Wait. You said you wanted a sword like 2 weeks ago and I just smiled. Nice. I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. Okay. First things first. Where's my list of covenants? Gravelord Sword, Miracle, Gravelord Sword Dance. Offer eye. Okay, so the Eyes of Death do have a use other than being bullshit. Gravelord Servant. Mega yippee moment, indeed. Okay, I guess I have 4 Eyes of Death. Let Gravelord Sword Dance just be stabbing into the ground, inflicting toxic. I would love it if the Gravelord Sword Dance, just, you stab your blade into the ground, and it just automatically swings a sword up into everything. Like if you have a horde of enemies, it just brings 12 blades up, hitting everything. That would be beautiful. Although I do find it interesting that it's a miracle. Chaos Storm but knives? Yes, that would actually be amazing. Although, given that it has 40 uses, I'm guessing it is Chaos Storm but knives. Because something this powerful with 40 uses, no, that's going to be a multi-use. Although, The parchment is faded and white. It's not yellow. Miracle known only by the servants of the first dead, Gravelord Nito. It has no parameter requirements. Giant Gravelord swords jut out in vicinity. Nito sleeps deep within the Tomb of Giants, quietly overseeing all death and waiting for his servants to usher in the eyes of death. The Eye of Death. Yeah, this is made out of bone meal. Okay, I guess I'll give you an Eye of Death. Oh, I don't have 80 Eyes of Death. You made it out of bone meal. True. You know, that would actually be really cool if all of the four lords had a secret hidden way to kill them to get the Lord Vessel preemptively, or to get the Lord Soul preemptively. Like, you come down here and you just shoot him with an arrow or something. You already have the four kings, so that would just leave Bed of Chaos and Seth. Like, Seth, I could see it being... Well, I guess, Seth, you already have to have access to Anor Londo. I actually don't know what this miracle does beyond Faded Memory. This will be interesting to see. Yeah. I don't want to give him the eyes yet. I think I might have some in my box. So... Okay, I thought it was going to make me wait the full 30 seconds again. Oh, hang on. One moment. Okay. I am back. There is good news and there is bad news. The bad news is that Hank Hill will be getting paid. The good news is I will no longer be cold. If it works, it works, indeed. And unless I'm overlooking something, my finances should be good. Little touch and go for the next couple weeks, but we should be fine in the end. Is this the only covenant without a nearby bonfire? I think so. The Way of the White kinda has the Firelink Shrine. The Abyss just is next to one. Chaos Covenant is just next to one. The Princess Guard is next to one. The Dragon one is yeah, like, I guess Forest Hunter Covenant, but that's like a slight walk. This is definitely the furthest away. So yeah, this one, I think this one is the furthest away, and then second place goes to the Forest Covenant. Okay, so let's go up to that bonfire, see how many eyes I have in my box. But yeah, I think that is well hidden. That is a good secret. Because, like, if you're paying attention, that is definitively, like, different from all the rest. What would be fucked up if this Titanite Demon in particular respawns, so you can never be truly safe? Oh. Well. Even if it respawned, I think you would only kill it you would kill it the first time. And then you would wait out the 30-second timer. I think the revisit timer is short enough that the Titanite Demon wouldn't get to you unless they, like, immediately did a jump attack. Okay, wait, no, wait. Are you up here? I know there's the Necromancer down in the tunnel. Shoot you with lightning when you're... Oh, when you're leaving. Oh, yeah, that's a good point. Yeah, I didn't think about the leaving aspect. Yeah, no. Yeah, I could see it that if you, like, went in there without knowing that the thing was gonna respawn. Or rather, I guess it would be... You would kill it the first time, get the entrance, get the first visit. And then I guess it would probably be your second visit that the Titanite Demon would get you. Or actually, what would be even funnier, although it would be inconsistent, so I could see some people getting upset about it, make it so that the coffin is out of range of the Titanite demon, but when you're leaving the coffin, it just automatically triggers the Titanite demon to be aggressive. Respawn on area load so the demon can find you. No, not respawn on area load, but maybe after you climb out of it, the place like where it places you physically is within the aggro range. Okay, Gravelord's Sword Dance is at the bottom of the list. Adding that to my notes before I forget. Respawn on area load for fast Demon Titanite. Plus it's some ways from a bonfire, so it's still punishing? Oh, you mean like fast for farming them? That would be interesting. But that would also make it the only enemy in the entire game that does reload, that does respawn on area load. Yeah, I wish you could shoot those skulls to cause them to preemptively detonate. Depending on how the game handles Painted World, I could see the Painting Guardians responding if you never rest. Yeah, that's true. I think the way the Painting World is handled is similar to Seth's Prison. It gives you a hard respawn, but it doesn't actually count as being at a bonfire. Okay, I only have 4 Eyes of Death. Wait a second. Oh, I'm a fucking dumbass. No, no, not a dumbass, just did not have full context. Because if the Eye of Death always said only Covenanter, then that is a preview that there is a Covenant. Difference there would be that you're fundamentally reloading the map on dying to Seth because you're dying. Fair. Yeah, I should... Going to Asylum from Firelink after killing the skeletons is probably a better comparison. Well, yeah, it's the exact same mechanic. You interact with a thing and wait 30 seconds. Wait, that was in reference to the Painted World? Going to Asylum from Firelink after killing the skeletons. Huh? I don't think I'm following. There, I mean, the only skeletons at the asylum is off in the graveyard, or at Firelink. Okay. Yeah, if I had paid attention to the, I guess I probably found Eyes of Death before I realized that Covenants had like upgrade items. I only really read the text once. Yeah, I don't think there was reason for me to assume that I would need the Eyes of Death. Wait a minute. Fuck. This says online play item, but it does have offline use. So that means the online play item tag is not 100% be all end all. Well, that's unfortunate, because I was kind of like just kind of banking on I don't have to like I can just actively ignore every single online play item. Even if that is an oversight on the dev's part, that means I have to assume the oversight is possible with every single item. Didn't we know this with Black Separation Crystal? The Black Separation Crystal does not say online play item. Which is like, it has a single use in single player, which is why I assumed that is why it doesn't say online play item. My assumption, based on what I had seen, was if there is at least one offline use, it does not say online play item. That's what I was working off of. Yeah, the way I was looking at it is, if it is exclusively online, it says online play item. But if it has at least one offline, then it doesn't. There was going to be a second use that was scrapped. A second use for the Death Eye? Or the Black Crystal? No. No, you're really gonna make me wait 30 seconds every time? How is this not just a copy-paste of the bird nest? Like, unless the bird nest was made after. Okay, I guess I'll give you 4. Probably not gonna do anything. Yeah, okay. And I'm actually going to actively track how many I've given. Okay. Oh my fucking goodness. The Obsidian community plugins are on a per vault basis. It's not just, oh, you have it installed on your computer and you can use it for every single note. I have to reinstall it for each individual. Oh my goodness. That's annoying. Shulva from Forest Hunters was going to kill you once you got a specific item, steal it from you, and you would use a second Blackout Orb to invade him and steal it back. Meaning Black Separation Crystal would also have a second use. I would argue that's still only one use. It's just you have that one use in multiple locations. It's like a one use type, rather. I'll be right back. I need to go find my phone. Okay, it was just on the other side of the room. Okay. Okay, this is very good. This is very, very good. Because, one, we got a new miracle, which pushes us further to that achievement. And finding the Covenant is an achievement. Setting use instance, that's another instance and possibly more planned. Could have played a part in the description not saying online play. Oh, possibly, if it was intended to have a lot of uses. Maybe they don't consider a single use to be worth including. Okay, now I was trying to see if pressing start would make it go faster. I don't... I feel like after the first time it should be instant. Either way, it fucking sucks. Good luck figuring this out. Yeah. Because now, every single online play item is up for grabs. Also, I've been running around and there hasn't been an invader. Pinwheel is still alive. The Kirk stream. There was a second Kirk in Demon Ruins. I ran across the lava. And interestingly, if you run across the lava, they do not spawn the bonfire over in Demon Ruins. So you are not able to soft block yourself. Although I do find it interesting that they don't have the bonfire in Nito's arena. Oh, I guess the bonfire spawns on the boss death. Nice. Okay, I think that might actually be better than Chaos Storm in terms of range. Because it's like, you can Chaos Storm actually goes further, but this is more condensed. So it's like easier to control where it goes. Although you can't upgrade your talismans. Speed 2? Yeah. They definitely they come out faster. I think it does it cast faster as well? I think it oh wait, no, that might just be the walls. I think it casts at around the same speed. I need a big open area to test this, which is a rare commodity in this area. Okay, yeah. This might be like mostly a reskin. Chaos Storm does leave the lava. This presumably does toxic. A little bit of toxic. You can get an entire third cast if you use the Dusk Ring. Or at least poison. It better be fucking toxic. The boss uses toxic, we better get toxic. Okay. Found a new covenant, so now I have to farm frogs for 5 years. Ooh. We're playing shuffleboard. Okay, yeah, I think I ran around the majority of this place. There was like a couple side tunnels I maybe missed. If we do get poison in his defense, the intro cutscene, he literally just raises his arms and turns things to dust. He's a little bit stronger than us there. Actually, yeah, that's a very good point. Why the fuck does he not use the miasma attack against us? If that shit's strong enough to just kill a fully grown, strong dragon. Like, that would be a basically guaranteed instant kill on us. Actually, that would be cool if, like, you did attack him in his Covenant state, if he just obliterates you with the miasma. The explosion is that, but it should have done curse, really. The blade should have done curse? Yeah, I agree with that. Or even the explosion doing curse. But yeah, I could see the explosion supposed to represent that, because the miasma was an area of effect. I should have mimicked the miasma and dealt high curse buildup. I wonder if they originally thought of that, but they scrapped it because Seth already has curse, and they didn't want to double dip. Although personally, I'm fine with the final bosses in the game, like a couple of them having curse, especially if it's thematic. Personally, I would have rather Nito have curse over Seth. You know what they should have done? Because it would have been like, I guess it would have fucked over like every challenge run ever for like single weapon type. But actually, no, it wouldn't. They should have made Nito count as like a ghost type. So you have to either be cursed or use a cursed weapon to hurt him. And then because he can curse the player, that would make it so that the player is able to fight them without having to go and get cursed somewhere else. Or I guess if they wanted to be really mean, they could have just had the entire arena have a very slow passive curse buildup. Yeah, I think I've hit every path. Every path that I know about. That's that one Lord Soul Boss having bleed, curse, poison, and toxic? That could be interesting. Yeah, I could see Four Kings being bleed. I could also see Seth being bleed. Because, like, crystals are sharp as fuck. Although, not sure what they would do with Bed of Chaos, unless they wanted to give Bed of Chaos, like, an exclusive burn status condition. Like, it lights you on fire, and then you have to, like, stop, drop, and roll to put it out. I could see Four Kings being poison and Bed of Chaos being bleed. You know what? I'm fine with Bed of Chaos being bleed, because the bleed isn't going to matter. So that's basically just getting one of the most annoying ones out of the way. Just on, like, something where it doesn't impact anything. Like, poison and toxic, they're kind of annoying, but like, I'd rather have a slow damage over a big instant. That's kind of like K-Log kind of already has a poison effect because you have to run across to the goop to get to them, and I'm not opening my inventory to consume a purple moss every single time. I've had bleed attacks, but the fire scythe reduces bleed buildup. That, honestly, that would actually be kind of funny if taking fire damage made the bleed meter go down. Okay. I think I'm gonna just go down to Pinwheel. Or actually, there's nothing for me in Tomb of Giants just yet. I'll leave Pinwheel alive for now. I'm trying to explore as much as I can without defeating any bosses. Which I think Lord Vessel is like minimum of 4 bosses. Because you have K-Log, Gargoyles, without glitches anyway. K-Log, Gargoyles, Iron Giant, and then OAS. One potential thing for you in Tomb of Giants? I already have the Healing Shield. There's the Effigy Shield. I guess there's some Death Eyes. Killing Nito to see whether you get kicked. I assume you get kicked. Because if you kill the, Actually, wait. Killing the, Spider Lady kicks you, but killing all of the Way of the White does not kick you. So it might just be a case-by-case basis. Although, you know what would be actually very funny? If killing Nito to get the Lord Soul is actually just him showing, like being like, I respect you, so he just gives it to you. But because he's the first of the dead, you can't actually kill him. So when you go back through the Covenant, he's just chilling in his coffin. he's like, fuck off, I'm taking a nap. You did me good on that one. Yo, I wouldn't like it because it wouldn't be super useful, but it would be cool if one of the rewards, one of the Covenant rewards, is a ring that makes you fully immune to Curse. Personally, because the Covenant item is Eyes of Death, I kind of think it's reasonable that it might be a ring to reveal hidden walls. Because, like, you're seeing them with the Eyes of Death. Because there's a slight connection there. Is it 80 Eyes of Death as well to have synchronicity with the rest of them? Given that it lets you invade other people to get more, 80 doesn't seem out of the question. That seems reasonable. I believe so? Okay. Okay. Well, there's some Eyes of Death in the tomb. I can also just farm a bunch of them. Oi! Don't parry me. Checking my notes. Where the fuck is the frog drop table? Frog, no, wait. Basilisk, 6% drop. That's actually pretty good. Most graveyard servants hosting PvP fight clubs regularly max out on them. And they start dropping his bags on the ground when they kill someone. Oh, that's very funny. That's very funny. I like that. I like that a lot. Oh, another thing, another just interesting meta thing that I noted that I discovered earlier. The secret wall leading to the catacombs bonfire does not reveal on arrows. Actually, I could see them giving Nito bleed if we're doing the status conditions for the 4 bosses, given that all of the skeletons have bleed. I kind of wish there was a shovel somewhere down here, as just like maybe a club or a spear. You know, shovel is a small spear. Because like digging graves and stuff. Thematically, regardless of whether you kill someone or they kill you, an Eye of Death is generated and given to the victor. I think that's a really cool choice thematically for the Plague Man Covenant. Wait. Whether you kill someone or they kill you. Oh, so like if I'm in the Covenant, but someone else is not, and then they kill me, it still gives them an Eye of Death? That's interesting. And I did kill Patches at his first spawn location, so I'm interested to see if that impacts the Way of the White. Excuse me. Dude, you have already tried to link the fire like 3 times by now. You're not worthy. Is there any of the shops that just sell Eyes of Death? Because I have a lot of money and not much to spend it on. I don't believe so. That's unfortunate. The one that seems like it would be most likely would either be Patches or the Moss Merchant. Yeah, 6% is really big. Okay, can you fucking stop? Okay, I have walked all the way around, like, basically all of Undeadburg, outside of, like, the other side of doors that lead to new areas. So I think I'm acceptable to kill Tauros Demon. March Merchant, I know doesn't. Patches, I feel like he actually does, might not. But that doesn't matter for this one anyway. True, because he's dead. Patches is in stitches. Something that would be cool is if you could, place down the fire bombs, like, just on the ground in front of you. And, like, have it, like, light a fuse. So that it would, like, explode after 5 seconds or something. That, but they're like... Ooh, a pyromancy like that? Ooh, that would be cool. Honestly, it would make more sense for the pyromancy. Actually, ooh. Okay, for the PvP aspect, I think... Okay, it has its default use of you can just throw it. Then it could have a secondary use of place it on the ground, but maybe if you get hit in the middle of the placing animation, it drops out of your hand and just explodes right on top of the both of you. So the only way to, like, prevent that would be to, like, hit them with a ranged attack or something. But it would also be based on poise, I imagine. Oh, wrong button. I'm imagining the pyromancy equivalent is basically just like remote detonation, chaos fireball. You just place it on the ground, and then the next time you cast the spell, it explodes into a lava globule. Give it a slight delay when exploding, so players can react and roll. Yeah, that's fair. Maybe there could also be a way to just manually drop it. Like, not place it with the fuse, just drop it. So basically it does the throw action, but it's centered just on the player that's using it. It's a remote detonated chaos pill. Yo, that would actually be really cool. Or alternatively, maybe, because it seems like a good chunk of the pyromancies are just place, like it just is where it lands. Ooh. Okay, I'm trying to think, okay. Idea. I don't know if it would be a spell or a pyromancy or maybe something that affects multiple categories, but you cast whatever it is, it places a little bead where you're standing. And then, regardless of the next thing that you cast, miracle, pyromancy, or spell, it centers it on this. So, like, it acts as if the player was standing here when it got cast. This feels like a thing I've talked about before. I'm getting deja vu. But yeah, for most of the things, it wouldn't really matter. Because I imagine for things that are cast on self, if you remote cast them, I imagine it wouldn't do anything. Two pyromancies taking up 3 attunement slots. Pyromancy that places the chaos pillar equivalent. And separate pyromancy that detonates remote pyromancies. All remote spells of this category would cost 2 slots. So would it be like specific spells that have a remote equivalent? Or would it just be a remote spell that can be, like, when you're attuning spells, you just choose what is slapped onto the remote slot? So it's like a pyromancy that costs 2, but you choose which pyromancy is bound to it at a given time. Wait, that game just saved. Okay, it might have just been because I killed the enemy. I thought the invader was about to spawn up here. Okay, how about we cease? Come on, do the back hop. What the okay, so I'm holding shield the entire time. Equivalents of a select few pyromancies bought for cheaper only after you own the original. I can see that. Oh, fuck you. Give me back my humanity. Don't take away my humanity when I die. That's rude. I'm trying to think of what Nito will give me. Okay, he gave me... Yo, fuck, he gave me his sword! I never looked at that. Makes sense for Kaelana to be the one who sells those pyromancies and the detonation trigger as well. Yo, you know, it would be really funny if Kaelana sold you the remote pyromancies, but then you actually find the detonation just somewhere in Izalith. So it's like you have all these cool spells, but you can't use any of them. Gravelord Sword. 333 poison. I feel they should have made it 666. Although I guess this is a Japanese company, so Western icons would not have been relevant. Thermite primer just on the ground. Sword wielded only by servants of Gravelord Nito, the first of the dead, crafted from the bones of the fallen. The miasma of death exudes from the sword, a veritable toxin to any living being. Parameter bonuses are shit. Curved greatsword. Demon Titanite. Interesting. Okay, so... The Darkwraith Covenant gave me the Darkwraith armor. And the sword. And... I guess it gave me a Dark Hand. And basically nothing else. Give me the red eye. The Chaos Covenant gave me 2 pretty powerful magics and opened up a door. Oh, the Darkwraith Covenant also made it so that the Dark Hand absorbs more humanity per use. The Chaos Covenant gave me 2 cool spells. Has like a ranking leaderboard thing for who can be the biggest simp. And opened up a door. The Way of the White has done nothing. The Forest Covenant, I guess, pacifies the hunters and lets you start that quest line. The Dragon Covenant gave you the stone and the dragon eye. Maybe it gives you... Yo, something that would be really cool and thematically appropriate because of, like, the skeleton respawning thing. Maybe he gives you a ring that is a ring of sacrifice, but it's reusable. So, like, you die, but it, like, brings you back up to half health and breaks the ring, but the ring is repaired when you rest. Yeah, the Nito cape would be really cool. That could be like a chest piece. I don't know if it was because my weapons were just too short, but I'm pretty sure Nito was immune from damage attacking him from behind. Ring like that, but it curses you when it revives you? No. Unless it's a temporary curse. If it's like curse light and it goes away when you rest, I'm fine with that. So like it does give you a second chance, but you have the penalty because you did die and you suck, Lamau. Honestly, having a chest piece that makes you immune to backshots would be amazing. Or, like, specifically if Nito's cake. Nito's cake! No! Freudian slip, you have failed me. Nito's cake makes you immune to backshots. No! No! Oh, I am so glad that I am a small enough streamer that that will not be getting fan art. Nito's cape, making it so that enemies can't hit you from behind. I think that would be cool. Although, most likely, the reason why I was not able to damage him from behind is because the cape, like, pushes you back, and the Bone Wheel Shield has shit for range. Club Lord Nito first to work. No. Slip of the tongue, why have you brought this cursed into the world? Oh, fuck you. You know, I would like for you to jump off, just, like, so I can say I've seen it. Except you never do the back hop when you're by the ledge. Also, I feel his tail could be chopped off for a club. Except I've attacked his tail decently and it didn't do anything. What the fuck is that bullshit? You were facing the complete opposite direction. Also, don't fucking step on me. What the fuck? This guy's bullshit. What the fuck? What the actual fuck? You know, I think in terms of hitboxes, I think Tauros Demon might be on par with Titanite Demon. Titanite Demon is definitely like a worse enemy to fight because like they're like much faster and stuff and like do more attacks more frequently. But in terms of inaccurate hitboxes, I think Tauros Demon is up there. what am I doing? I don't want I don't want their garbage. I've seen jump attack hit up to 7 times. Damn. The worst I've ever gotten is 3 times. But I guess 3 times is really all I need, because that kills me instantly anyway. Like, from, like, this game's design perspective, I think it's fine for multiple enemies to be able to absolutely gangbang you. Sorry, wrong phrase. Obliterate you. Gang up on you, that's the term. But I feel that you should not be able to take multiple hits from a single attack. I feel like that is not okay. No, stop it, Woe. Stop encouraging my subconscious. But yeah, like, if you have 5 enemies on you, like, they're all allowed to hit you at the same time, or sequentially. But I feel like if it's a single enemy attacking you, I feel like the first time they hit you, you should then be, like, immune to the rest of their attacks. At least for a period of time. Like, maybe it can be, like, a per-enemy invincibility frame type situation. So, like, even though Titanite Demon has, like, 7 hitboxes or whatever, like, the first one collides, and then the rest of them don't immediately still get to hit you, like, 3 frames after each other. Good music, though. Oh, I was trying to parry. Okay, 24,000. What is this garbage? Okay. I could have explored Undead Parish before killing Tauros Demon. But Tauros Demon is not the area boss. That goes to Gargoyles. Why, hello, Solaire. Did you know that you get to live this time?
No need. Oh, hello. The sun, if only. Oh, if
Ooh, I should add Nito's sword to my notes in my list of weapons and stuff. Okay, no, wait, current progress. I'm not really okay. Grave Lord sword. I'm not really putting them in the list of items anymore because that was, excuse me. That was more so just the list of things that are physically in my inventory. What Solaire's funny javelin is he uses? No, because the thing about that spell is I don't have the faith to cast it. I'm assuming it's Sunlight Blade. Because manifested as lightning. And that is the blade wielded by... Wait. Lord Gwyn's firstborn... Oh, this might be different from what Gwyn himself uses. Because, like, so far it seems to be implying that Solaire is Gwyn's firstborn child. Why the fuck does it just spawn dust? On its strong attack. Okay. You can't look at this and tell me that it's not inspired by Soul Calibur. This is absolutely the Soul Calibur blade. I think it was called Nightmare. Or maybe Nightmare was one of the characters. But this is absolutely the blade from Soul Calibur. With some random moment before kindling the flame. No, I'm meaning that Solaire was his firstborn deity child, but he lost his deity status. Okay. Change of plan. Don't die. That was always the plan, but now we are changing it to be don't die again. Because you can change a value to itself. So the plan is changing from don't die to don't die. Fuck off. Would make sense with the thing about him watching over his followers, as stated by the Stunlight and Metal description. I don't have any of them. But yeah, I remember I know what you're talking about. I really like the mechanic to where, like, some items drop on the ground, but then other items are just directly given to the player. I think that's interesting. A faith-scaling poison mist? That would... Oh, like he gives you the actual miasma spell? That would be really cool. Oh, fuck. You know what? I'm leaving. Goodbye. I'm sorry, what the fuck was that boom? Because that's happened a couple loops now. Where you just... Fuck. Where you get into the city. And then there's like a big boom. I don't know, maybe it was something breaking? Because when stuff breaks in here, it makes like an echoey. No, no. No, I don't want an answer just yet. It's just... It seems like a one-off thing with no source. So it's very confusing. Like, it could be the dragon flying away. Yo, imagine... My new game plus 10 dragon Yes, indeed. It could also just be that this guy was, being an asshole. Fuck you. Fuck you. Something that could be interesting is a ring that functions as a ring of sacrifice, but you don't keep your humanity state, but you keep half of your soul and half of your humanity, but it's reusable. I think that could be interesting. Namely, I just want to keep my shit. Ring of sacrifice. I don't necessarily think it would be bad. Like, it's reusable, which is very powerful. Hey, game, can I have an invader, please? I also don't know who this statue is supposed to be. There's a few of them around. Does it ever turn night in this world? I mean, I think kind of. I think the forest is darker, but that could just be because of the tree overcast. But I mean, like, even when you're down in the Gaping Dragon arena, like, you can see the light peeking through. They missed a spot. Right here. Not where the arrow is going, where the reticle is. Oh wait, no they didn't. I'm dumb and don't have depth perception. This mountain is in front of this mountain. That's a building there that's overgrown. Can I go to that building? I would like to go to that building, please. It's like an entire ruined church. Is there a secret tunnel? Down with the rats, maybe? And had to bone to get back from behind the statue. I wouldn't need to bone, I could homeward. I have the magics. Okay. That would have been a really stupid false wall if that one just faded away. To make a command that links that... Why? Also, I don't think Kamikaze has the means to make commands. All the commands are done locally on my system. It is clinking on something. It is clinking on something, so there is collision down there. There might be a way to get there. Thing is, some secret walls don't react to rolling. This is what the game is being reduced to. Smack every single wall. You think killing invaders while in the Gravelord Covenant will give you eyes? That would actually be a really cool thing to do. If the invaders are treated like the exact same as online players, then I don't see why it wouldn't. I mean, like, I would appreciate it because I do need them. If that's how it works in online play, like, if someone invades you, but you are in the Covenant and it gives you one, like, I would imagine it would work the same. Right. Where the fuck did the boar go? Oh, it's over there. Okay, yeah, that's definitely not the Andre Church. Online invaders of Gravelord servants via Gravelord's sign are treated as invaders of the guilty, actually, so probably not. Not sure what Gravelord's sign is. It's what's made when you use the eyes online. You place a summon sign that other players can interact with to invade you. Basically a call to action. Oh, okay. Well, then how do people just... I was meaning, like, if someone just randomly invades you, and you kill them defending yourself and your world. I believe it would, but this game is weird, so I could see it. Hmm. Oh! Oh, was it the gate closing? I never actually paid attention to see if the gate starts open or closed. And it did sound like a thud, so that could have been the gate closing. Maybe this asshole pulled the lever. Oh my goodness. Projectile bound and collision is so inconsistent in this game. Yeah, I imagine for most small things like that, they just do a single massive rectangular prism. I've watched you shoot through similar size openings. There's also some spots in the painted world where you have a whole ass window that you cannot shoot through. The windows are painted on. That's really funny. I know it would kind of go against the Coyote. I know it would kind of make the one of the wood grain rings like kind of useless, but I would love something that allows you to passively regenerate item durability. Like whether it's a spell or it's a ring. Maybe even a ring that breaks if you take it off, so you have to fully commit. You bought Repair from Dusk? Yeah, but that's just a spell that restores a certain amount, I'm pretty sure. I'm talking about like a overtime effect that's just constantly repairing shit. Basically, I want a way to repair my equipment in No Soul, and so far, that does not exist. The only way to renewably repair something in No Soul would be to get repair powder from the online exclusive enemy that apparently is really wonky and doesn't spawn very often. It existed until Andre got wind of it. He's like, oh, no, no, no. I'm getting my money, and you won't stop me. Vagrants, yeah, those guys. Yeah, I think Kamikaze gave me the list, and they can drop repair powder. But yeah, no, there is no way to repair anything in No Soul so far. And like, just to put salt in the wounds, you can't even get the wood grain ring because you have to purchase it. I think their item drop is based on how they were created. Okay. Don't talk about the Vagrants too much, because I would be curious to try and figure out how to mess with them. Although, like, I don't know if there is any way for me to mess with them. Because, like, even if I, like, disconnect my system from the internet, but I set the game to be online, I think someone already tested that, and it just throws a fit. Actually, if this guy is specifically, like, the guy who pulls the lever to drop that down, I wonder if you could kill them, like, with an arrow or something for a shortcut. Yeah, that does sound similar to when I hear it previously. Yeah, that's probably the sound I heard. Thank God nobody can see me past that board to shoot me with a Dragon Slayer arrow. True. You could also maybe use the fog ring. Yo, something that would be cool. Portal shield. While you're holding it up, it's constantly draining stamina, but it makes you completely immune to projectiles. Because the projectile just goes through the portal and gets sent off to fuck knows where. I wonder if Soul Spear works? If you can aim it, probably. I don't know what its range is. Maybe it's line of sight. It just goes forever. Hurrah. That's not what I wanted to do.
Don't get yourself knocked.
How are the stats looking? Decent. I did the math at one point. I think the cost of each level up is 1.5% greater than the cost of the previous level up. I'm gonna go get some water.
Okay, so propane fill up people are here, so stream is going to be on pause for I don't know how long. So instead of just leaving on the pause screen, I'm just going to go ahead and end stream, and then I will maybe think about starting it back up after we're done. Well, actually, no. Wait, no, today's Friday? Today's Friday. Okay, so that's my day off, so I can choose whether or not. Okay. I will maybe be back later. Bye-bye.